So have you? I was listening
All
to.
your friends just like, oh, word?
I was listening to I think I was listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and there was a guy who had saved up $25,000. He got married. His wife took the $25,000 and paid off her student loans without her husband's permission. So he was writing in trying to figure out if he should. He was like contemplating on divorcing his wife.
Yeah, you
For some
should
money,
divorce your wife in that
yeah.
situation.
He had said that he had made sacrifices, like moved back in with his parents, saved the money, and that was
Yeah.
$25,000 he had
I
worked
can't
up
trust you.
and
I
saved
can't
up,
trust, and you paid off your student
and
loans.
she
for
went
that?
and paid off her student loans with the money.
Nah.
That could have been a conversation, yo.
That's crazy, and that money's gone.
The money's gone.
She felt
And
entitled.
she could have got her student loans erased.
What you
You
said?
say
I
what?
think she felt
Use the mic.
entitled to that money because she didn't tell him. She just took it and then she only spent it on herself.
So she felt
She
entitled.
She
entitled.
felt entitled.
I feel like a lot of women feel entitled to the man's money. Like I've never understood women dating men because he got money. Like, oh, girl, he got money. Like that's not your money.
Nah. At all.
And you
That's
wasn't
why.
there when
That's
he
why
had
some of
it.
these niggas be getting killed.
Yeah,
You
fatal
know that-
attraction.
It's a fatal
Keep
attraction.
telling you, yo. Give her a lifestyle, and she can't. She don't want to go back to what she was on before, nigga. Like money is a lot to some women, yo.
$25,000 she had took and put it on.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, why you even got that in a joint account with your wife? Like that's money you had previously before
Niggas thinking that
meeting
they can
her.
trust-
That's what happens when you marry. You
build
one
trust.
person.
Yeah.
You not separate no
You
more.
think that's
one
what you're
person.
supposed to do?
Nah, if I got 30,000 in the bank before I met you, that's 30,000 I'm gonna keep in the bank.
You
Now,
have a
what-
separate account with your wife?
yeah, I'll have the joint account for our bills. I have my own personal account. She have her own personal account, and whatever savings she had before prior to meeting me, that's her money.
What if she
I have,
give you,
I'm not
what if she give you issues about that? Like,
What
why
you
we
mean?
just want to have one account? You know,
like, look, I'm not asking you about your money. Why you asking me about my money? Don't ask me about my money. I don't ask you about your money. Whatever. If you had 100,000 before you met me, you gonna have 100,000 if we
yeah.
leave.
We
like,
separate,
If
but
we
you
set,
Leave with that.
yeah, you gonna leave and what that 100,000. If I met,
$80.
yeah. Now when we come together and build together, all right, cool. If I had 20,000 before I met you, I'm gonna have 20,000 when I leave in my personal account.
Yeah,
That's fair. I think that's fair. We gotta start being fair. Like
that's fair.
fair.
Because it's like like people don't realize like, a breakup is actually very expensive.
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got a breakup and then we got a joint account together. You know what I'm saying?
And we gotta split that, and then some people be shiesty and go and take all the money out the account.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta have something for yourself.
Y'all see
Nah.
how money just mess up a
yo,
whole
money,
relationship?
a whole
Yeah.
relationship.
Nigga.
Chicks will leave a nigga because he ain't got no money.
Bro.
You can have a good nigga, and if he ain't got no money,
Oh yeah.
she will leave you.
She not about to leave and look a nigga away if he ain't got no
But
money.
if you didn't have no money, and this woman just had her shit together and you couldn't get it together, would you want her to stay with you?
Repeat that one more time.
So if you say you ain't got it together, but you with somebody that got her, say you only making $50,000 a year,
Uh-huh.
but this woman is making $250,000 a year. You can't live her lifestyle. You can't go and do the stuff that she do. Even when you go out to the restaurant, you can't even spend the type of money she spends.
I don't think a woman that's making that much money a year is looking at a guy that's making $50,000 a year.
You'd be surprised.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
you'd
yeah.
be surprised.
Really?
No, you know what? We was talking about it yesterday. It's with certain women, right? You'll be surprised because like the dude who got 50K gonna holler at the one with the 250K and not even care. It's all about who hollered first, whoever spoke. Because sometimes the dudes who got money got. I remember a very righteous woman told me this. She was like, "Niggas with money is gonna have plenty bitches." You know what I'm saying? So if think about a man with money, he got a whole bunch of women. But then this woman who got money, she ain't got a whole bunch of men around her. But this
Because women work so much harder. Not saying that they work harder than men, but it's different for women when you got, because women. I'm not a woman, but I feel like women, especially black women, they feel like they've never had the same opportunities as men in the corporate world.
Yeah.
And think so when they finally get these chances and they make that money, they have to work 10 times harder
to get it.
to get it.
Yeah.
Let's ask a woman.
The
Which-
hardships are different.
Speaking to the mic, please.
So the hardships are different. Like, say for instance, okay, you're an assistant, I'm an assistant. You'll come. I see. They'll come ask me more for things than they will ask you for things, or they may ask you for different types of things than But then if the same, job, I don't know how to really explain it, but she'll get fussed at more than you'll get fussed at. Does that make sense?
That does make
Yeah.
sense.
Like
Yeah.
the pressure is on more for her. Well, you doing a man's job, but who says that this is a man's job? You're
Right.
asking me to do the same thing that you asked him to do, but it's harder for me to achieve the task and I did it better. To be
Right.
honest, So I don't know. I think it's just perception.
I just feel like a woman that's making $250,000 ain't looking at a nigga who's making $50,000.
But if you was making $250,000, you would look at a woman that got 50K.
But
why
that's
is it
different because
wrong?
I feel like man is supposed to protect and provide.
No, you right about that, but it's just a different day and like I'm not even gonna say it's a different day
Like
and age.
21 Savage say, don't date no broke woman. 'Cause
True.
ain't no rich woman gonna date a broke man.
But $50,000 ain't broke.
$50,000 ain't broke a year. I don't think so. It's what.
It's just
how well you manage your money.
Mhm.
What was I was I be talking to a lot of people. It was a guy. He said that it's a doctor. I was talking to somebody that worked somewhere. A doctor came to pay for their bill at the country club. His card declined,
Mhm.
and this doctor makes over $800,000 a year.
Oh, yeah.
And he was saying like, you'll be surprised. The more money you make, the more you spend. Versus, he knew a guy. I knew a lady who worked at FedEx for over 30 years and was a millionaire because she saved her money, invested her money, and she was a millionaire when she
Yeah.
retired. It's what you do with the money that you make.
Yeah.
When you make that much money, your spending habits is bad. Versus somebody, you know what I mean? It all depends on what we do with our money, but I don't know. I just feel like you're right. You're right.
I mean, it's just because it's just a different day and age now. Like I feel like the whole double standard thing, and because I agree with you. If I'm a man, I want to provide, and if I got to make the more money or do things to make more money, that's what I'm supposed to do as a man. But if I'm put in a situation where, okay, I'm a millionaire, maybe I make $1 million a year, right? And I got a woman that make $50 million.
I think that's different though, because you still making money
But
though.
that's still a different type of lifestyle. Somebody with 50 million is probably stunning on
No,
me.
listen. The same thing a nigga can do. If I had $100 million and you had $1 billion, we doing the same shit. We driving the same cars. We driving the same, living in the same houses. We catching the same flights. We staying in the same hotels. That's why I never agree with people saying like, "Oh, I got more money than you." If you got 30 million and I got 15 million, we doing the same thing.
You are doing the same thing. You're right.
We doing this. You just got more money than me. And
Yeah.
who's to say tomorrow I'm not going to have more money than you or the same amount?
Yeah.
I remember Steve Harvey's son was like, yo, they went and visited this billionaire. And the billionaire asked Steve Harvey why he wants to be a billionaire. And the son cut Steve Harvey was like, well, he was like, what are you going to do with $1 billion? And his son was like, nothing. He was like, he ain't going to do nothing with it. Steve Harvey said this on the radio. And he had to think about it. And it's true.
Some people just wanted money just for money.
You just want the money because you got the money.
One is comfort. Two is just I could do whatever I want if I want to.
You could be comfortable with like 100,000.
You could be yeah, you don't need to be a
You know
millionaire.
what I mean?
That's what tripped me out when I hear rappers rap about like, oh, I got more money than
It's
you.
power,
This, that.
though.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga,
That's
like,
the game. It's
if
power,
I had
man.
100,000, you got $1 million. That's different. 100,000 ain't gonna go too far, but at the same time, you can make 100,000 look like something.
You could. I mean, I like my dad, for instance, bro. We laughing because he hood rich, but it's like he really live a comfortable life, and he not really like that. When you mean talk with my dad, he only talk about how comfortable he is. He talk about, man, I paid all the bills this week. I did this, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I can just sit back and relax. The nigga probably taking a nap right now.
But that's what it's about. Life. It's about being comfortable and being able to live your life, how you choose to live your life, and whatever you decide to do, what you got left over. Shit.
So you don't think that these women that's making that much money is?
I don't
'Cause
think
we
no
never-
woman
we-
making over $1 million
But we're not even
Look at
talking
that.
about like.
But
just,
I kind of disagree because it's one things like it's like
All
if
right.
what if she? I mean, is
All
she
right.
looking for love or is she looking for?
Okay,
nigga with
look.
money?
All right, like this. Is how I look at it. If it's a woman making over $1 million salary wise, she say she make $900,000 a year,
Yeah.
bonuses, whatever. She work salary, you don't get overtime. All right, boom. Now she meet a fireman. He make 175. That's I think a woman would do that because he can carry his own. He can still pay all the
Yeah.
bills. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But ain't no woman making that much money gonna go date a nigga working at FedEx. It's not happening.
I get what you're saying.
Taraji did. That nigga was a cook. No.
But that's
Wait, Taraji really did that?
why she did that.
Oh, you talking about Think Like a Man. Nigga, that's a movie. It's a motion picture.
That nigga owned the. But look, that's different. He was a chef, but he owned a food truck. He had a business. He worked for himself, made his
That
own
was before
schedule.
he had it before.
She fell in love with the ambition.
The ambition.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm getting to. I feel like if you got ambition, and just say the money just don't click. Because sometimes, like, I've dealt with it where it's just like maybe I just don't have access to capital to execute on my ideas. But say somebody came and gave me the capital, I'd probably come back and because I've been in that situation where somebody gave me the capital, and I came back and the money tripled. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like some people just don't get that type of opportunities.
Yo, Taraji fell in love with them light skinned green eyes.
That nigga cooked her breakfast and she was like, "Oh, it's
Hey,
not."
no, that's what it was. It was the breakfast.
That goes the
breakfast.
truffle.
Bro, yeah, it was
the
the truffle. She waking up, she got breakfast. What? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, give me the
But
simple
you know,
stuff.
you right. Nah, you right. You
It's the
right.
simple things that count. Like what?
Cause
That-
she not getting that. You saw Morris Chestnut. She
Yeah.
wasn't. She not getting that from Morris
Really?
She
Chestnut.
wasn't getting.
Niggas
She
hot.
wasn't getting no time from Morris Chestnut.
How much time can a nigga that's making that much money give her really? If he got to.
But how much time she can give a nigga making that much money?
Again, that's
She-
on that man who making less.
Yeah.
or you know what I'm saying? Because the woman's gonna go just deal with a nigga that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, that's making the money as long as he paying the bills and taking care of her.
Like I go, Kayla.
Sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Okay, but can it be like a catch-22 situation? Because, okay, what if you are the woman that you have the finances and he doesn't have the finances, and then all of a sudden he gets she brings him up and he starts making the finances. Now this man then turned into a monster. So now she's like,
She gotta leave that nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta leave him.
Leave him. You don't need him.
yeah,
You don't need him.
yeah.
You don't need him.
Do you base it on just that? Oh, well, he didn't have it like that, and I tried to help him basically get over his.
Imagine how many black
But look,
women.
is at the root of the problem. Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money's the root of all evil.
Nah. The love of money is the root of all evil.
The love of money is the
Yeah,
root
it's
of
that.
all
It's
evil.
the love of money. It's not money. It's not the really evil about money. Money is just a tool. That's like saying a hammer is evil.
Yeah.
Now, if I love this hammer, like
Yeah, money intensifies who you really are at your core.
true.
So you'll get money. You could be a snob. B Diddy, you could be a snob on the low. You could do little stuff. I'm like, this nigga's a snob. Oh, that's just B Diddy. But then you get in your movie bag. You get a movie with Brad Pitt.
I'm a real snob.
Now you a bigger snob. You getting paid $10 million a flick. You getting what's the word? You what is he? What's the word with Kanye? You say
Oh,
you
grandiose.
you grandiose on us now.
That nigga out here like,
You
He out
grandiose.
here thinking he's a god. Out here.
You grandiose vibes now. But the money, that's what the money do. That's what money do. It just intensifies who you really are at your core. You get what I'm
I
saying?
think that's why they
It
say,
magnifies it.
that's why they say, make the money, don't let the money make you, because the money will turn you into something that everybody don't like. And,
Whatever,
you know what I'm saying?
whatever money that is, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, that's crazy. I don't want that.
Love the hustle.
I love that bread. I love